18%, which is a lot. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The devs have shown that if a nerf goes too far, they are willing to revert it. You know, so, you know, it remains to be seen, you know, what ends up happening with it. But I do think it's fair to say Arcane was definitely in a crazy spot before, and something needed to change. So, you know, whatever that's supposed to be, you know, we'll find out as time goes on. Good shit, Alex. That was good. I asked like both characters on screen, catching some nerfs next patch. It could happen. I mean, Trevor confirmed on stream today, though, that the next patch is going to be focused on Fleet 4s and locks. So. Were they gentle with nerfs to Zetterburn? I mean, I don't know if they were necessarily gentle to Zetterburn. Could they do more? Sure. But, like, I don't know. Zetter had an insane recovery. I mean, he is. But I don't know. He went from, like, clearly top 1 to actually having, like, good counterplay. Like, he'll die if you edgeguard him. You know what I mean? That wasn't the case before. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying they can't do more, right? I'm not saying that. There's plenty of things they could do. They also nerfed his Nair, which was kind of crazy. His Nair was like, it was literally Clarence. It was insane. Well, also, speaking about Fleet, I found out that they can, if Fleet is like floating above the stage, but like right by the ledge, they can still back air you and hit you below the ledge. I didn't like that when I found that out. So, we'll see. Oh my god. Alex had like a fucking frame zero reaction there.
Yes!
Yeah.
Only rigatoni, I can hold my oni.
I hate that win line. I hate it. It's so bad. And it's further in front of her than Arcane Jab. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Yeah, I mean, I also think that move's probably going to get changed in some way. Like, it's probably still going to kill, but the hitbox is probably going to get reduced. That's my theory. So, and also, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something to, like, give her diminishing returns on her down B. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to her. Because right now, it's really hard to edgeguard her. I think it's really hard. I also think, I forget which move it is. The one that shoots the tornado out, the arrow with the tornado. I would like to see that have like 2 more frames of startup. Yeah, side B, yeah. 2 more frames of startup, please. Make that really reactable. Don't change anything else. Just 2 more frames of startup. Oh my god, the slide off F strong for the kill? That's crazy. Etalus bias has me feel like her recovery is pretty explosive, but if your character can't control a lot of space off stage, yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I think they could do something to make that a little easier. You It's also worth pointing out these two play a lot just in friendlies, so they know each other's play styles really well. But also, again, talking about Fleet, right? She obviously has double jump. She has air dodge, right? She's got wall jump. She's got down B. She's got float. She's got a really adjustable angle up B. Like, that's a lot of stuff. You know, and the float lasts longer than you'd think it would. You know what I mean? Like, I think they can do something to tone that down, her recovery. And I think every time you hit her, down B goes a little bit less far is a really good way to keep in line with their current, you know, diminishing returns balance philosophy. I think that could do a lot. So, we'll see, though. We'll see. Also, we got Clarence. I do not blame Reaper for trying. Because I feel like Wrastor Etalus is still probably one of Etalus' worst matchups. Yeah, I think it's a fair way to handle it. Although I will say, if they are going to keep touching recoveries with all the diminishing returns and stuff, I think something they should do is give air dodging invincibility back on the ledge. Even if it's not like every single time, like at least once, you know? I think that would be a fair way to balance all that out. All right, we got Thanksgiving clap back, quite literally. This matchup, low-key, not that good for Clarence anymore. Why do you say that, Spicy? What happened? Like, what interaction specifically? Yeah, no, that's fair. I think Wrastor just has some really strong edge guarding versus Etalus, so it's just like kind of hard. Him losing Slipstream means that he can 0 to death me every time he has it. Right, right. Oh, sorry, him never losing it. Yeah, you have to hit him. Yep. Yeah, exactly. There goes your stock. Interesting down there for Reaper. Doesn't quite work out. Yeah, I think he's dead. Never mind, he still had mix-ups in the tank. That move was buffed. Marlon and a few others have talked about it. Oh, we lagged on that. Clarence weight and fast rolling means I get up air for free at 80, and then I'm light enough to die at that percent. I mean, I'm also light enough to die at that percent, so I get it. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Apparently it was too weak, so. I mean, I think Reno Wrastor is actually kind of even, to be honest. Because Wrastor's light enough that he'll actually die at like healthy percents most of the time. But if you can't get that right hit sometimes, it feels really bad. All right, Reaper with a counter pick working out here. Love to see that.
Don't waste my time.
Okay. Alex just picking whoever, I guess. The average orca, yeah. I will say one of the hardest things about playing against Alex, like in a bracket setting, is like you literally need to know every matchup. He can reach into his pocket and play any character in the game at a competent level. All right, Reaper kind of flubbing positioning there, not getting a punish that he could have. Yeah. I do think by the end of the game's life cycle, though, we're going to have like a melee level cast. I think we're going to have like 25. We'll see, though. But that's my guess. Because Rivals 1 had like 18, and then I think they're going to add some new characters over time as well, like Galvin, and we already have Lox and Fleet, which are new to this game as well. So... You think it'll hit 30? That's still a good number. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Overall, I'm really excited for the future of this game. You know, I genuinely think the devs are doing a great job. And, you know, they're figuring it out. You know, it's important to remember that this is an indie studio and they're creating basically like a AAA product. You know, like, I think this game rightly, and maybe even sometimes unfairly, gets compared to Smash. You know, and all of the quality that Nintendo's able to bring to their games, you know? And I think that just speaks to how well they're doing. So. You're excited for newcomers over returning cast? I don't know. Like I said before, I'm a little concerned about heavies being, you know, overrunning everything. And so I really hope that there's a lot of like normal characters than heavies. They just need to really space that out. You know, like yeah. It's like if we start getting to the point where like it's, yeah, Lorena is going to be a heavy, and that's confirmed for next year. And also they've been teasing Eliana in some of the trailers. So